Minister of State for Aviation, we should tell you that this airport, the story started in 2013 when the federal government signed a bilateral agreement with the government of the People's Republic of China to build 4 brand new international terminals in Lagos, Abuja, Port-Harcourt, and Kano. It's running into the cost of $500 million by way of loan from the Chinese company, and the federal government providing a counterpart funding of $100 million.
Grand Service Star of River State.
And now the ground is being prepared for the governor of River State to make his presentation. Or the president goes ahead to the main event or the main task of the day.
Your Excellency, the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Buhari, Grand Commander of the Federal Republic, members of the National Assembly that are here, honorable ministers, particularly my dear friend, the Minister of Aviation, former governor of the state, the Speaker of the State House of Assembly, the Chairman, River State Traditional Rulers Council, and members of their council that are here, members of the State Executive Council, management of CCECC, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen. Your Excellency, Mr. President, mine is to make a remark, and therefore, on behalf of the government and people of River State, I most sincerely welcome you to Port-Harcourt today to commission the international terminal of the Port-Harcourt International Airport. I can tell you that for this today, the people of River State, the people of Niger Delta are happy for seeing this. What you are doing today will boost the economy of the state, will create employment for our people, will bring in investors to this state. Before I came in here, I wanted to make a request, but before I knew it, my friend, the Minister of Aviation, has taken away from my mouth. He said Mr. President has directed him to make sure that the domestic wing will be commissioned in December. That's what he told me. And I hope that my friend Hadi will keep to it so that the people of River State and Niger Delta will continue to be happy with Mr. President. Mr. President, what has happened today showcases the fact that River State is safe, River State is secure, for people to come and do investment. If River State is not safe, CCECC will not have completed this project. And I urge all of us who are from River State, who are from Nigeria, to market the state well and not to demarket our state. With this, people will come and invest. I know that other airlines will now want to operate from this area. I thank you most sincerely. And on this basis, I wish to invite the Excellency Mr. President to speak to our people and then commission the international terminal on Port-Harcourt International Airport. Thank you and God bless you.
Thank you very much, the Executive Governor of River State. Your Majesty, the Chairman of the River State Traditional Council, and your members, elders of River State here present, distinguished guests, our amiable friends, join me
Mr. President, kindly indulge me just half a minute. We have a request from Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria, which we have forwarded to River State government. The road that leads to Ipo village, which is less than 5 kilometers, passes right through the airport, which is posing some security concerns. and we kindly ask Rivers State government to partner with us to build this road outside the fence of the airport, passing through the other villages. We thank you very much indeed, sir.
Mr. Governor wants to talk from here.
Your Excellency, Mr. President, because of the spirit of partnership, now that he has done this, I can assure you that road will be done.
They call him Mr. Infrastructure. A warm round of applause for him. Elders of River State, party chieftains here present, distinguished senators, honorable ministers, opinion leaders, youth leaders, women leaders, our beauty, our diversity. It is now my singular honor and privilege, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, that you join me as we welcome our father, the leader of the nation, President Muhammadu Buhari, to speak to us. Mr. President.
Well, I'm sure you witnessed that little bit of drama. Demand, requests granted. And now it's time to hear from Mr. President.
Your Excellency, the Executive Governor of River State, members of the National Assembly, members of the Federal Executive Council, senior government functionaries, royal fathers and traditional rulers, captains of industry, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I am very pleased to formally commission the new international terminal of the Port-Harcourt Airport, Amagwa, today. This ceremony represents a significant landmark for international air travelers, particularly from the South-South region and the entire country. You will recall that after opening the major airport terminals in the country in the late 70s and early 1980s, not much was added to increase the passenger handling capacity of these facilities by successive administrations. Following the large increase in national population with consequent surge in air passenger traffic, the capacity of the airport terminals became woefully inadequate to cater for the increase in passenger traffic. Although palliative measures were periodically carried out, the facilities were first given in to the effects of wear and tear. It therefore became necessary to take decisive action to ensure our terminals meet minimum international standards for the traveling public. The federal government responded to a global trend in which aviation became a catalyst for economic growth as a result of massive and speedy movement of persons, goods and services in a safe and secure manner. As part of the infrastructure renewal program, the construction of 4 new international terminals at Abuja, Lagos, Port-Harcourt, and Kano airports was embarked upon by the federal government with a view to modernizing the aging airport infrastructure to meet global aviation standards and improve service delivery in tandem with best international practices. As the presentation of the 2017 budget to the National Assembly, I promise to upgrade and develop Nigeria's transport, power, and health infrastructure and complete a number of stalled infrastructure projects. These include construction of new terminals at the country's 5 major airports, numerous major road projects, key power transmission projects, and the completion of the Kaduna-Abuja as well as Itape to Warri railway lines.